Alright, today we're going to replace the gasket kit or the seals on this Craftsman compressor. I don't know exactly which model number it is, but you come on over here and maybe take a picture of that data plate right there. And I'll kind of tell you the model number. Alright. So what was happening is that when a compressor was running, it would build up a little bit of pressure and then it would just kind of hold. It wouldn't actually increase in pressure at all. So this is the second time it's happened. I've had the compressor, I don't know, maybe, 10 years, 8 to 10 years. It's the second time I'm going to do this, so I decided to go ahead and start filming in case it would help anybody else out if needed. So, but I knew that when this compressor was on and it was pressurizing, that it had a strange noise. I'm familiar with the sound that the compressor makes, and it almost sounded like it just kind of an exhaust sound. So anyways, that was a reason for me to think about going ahead and replacing this gasket seals on this particular compressor here. It might be the same for other people, but it may not be. So, but otherwise, I like the compressor itself. I like the actual dolly system here because it makes it easy to move around. So other than that, what I've started to do over here is I already removed some of the bolts, and I apologize because I've already started taking it apart before I realized I was going to videotape. So come over here. There are three screws over here. There's one right here, one here, and one here. Once those screws are removed, you can take off the shroud here. And it's kind of like pull it forward, and it just kind of comes off like that. You can set it off the side. And I've already removed these bolts. So basically what we're going to be doing is replacing the gaskets underneath this head here. So I already loosened up and took these bolts out. I apologize. There are some lock washers in here that you don't want to lose. So this is just a straight Allen wrench to take these off. And then once again, I apologize because I already took off the bad seal that was here, and it actually had a tear in it, and I was losing air out the side here, and I could tell once I took off the shroud that that was the culprit. So anyways, you have these plates here, and it's important to get these back in right with these reeds that are down located here. So okay, so it's important to get these reeds in the right place when you put this together. Now, believe it or not, I don't know if it makes a difference if this was going to be in this position here or not. I really don't think it does. As long as the holes line up and these reeds are in the proper position, it should work just fine after we get it all put together. And I'll go over that in just a second once I pull out this gasket kit over here, which I got from Sears, and that's the part number, and I'll go ahead and put a link on the bottom of the video where you can get this. I think it was like 15 bucks with tax and everything. So what we got here is the gasket kit that goes for the upper and lower part of the head here. And I'm not going to use this one because it's already been replaced. I did it another time. So we're going to use this round gasket here for that particular part right there. And we're going to use the new gasket, head gasket for that one right there. And this blue one here also. So you see now that I got it all taken apart, I've already taken a razor blade earlier and taken off this old gasket and this one here. And I don't believe I had any gasket sealer on there before, so unfortunately I don't have any of that right now, but I'd imagine to make it a little bit easier to put in these new gaskets if you had some sealer on them. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, do one way that has worked for me in the past, and I'm just gonna take these two bolts and I'm gonna put them in here and hold them with my two fingers. And I'm gonna take the first gasket and I'm gonna set it in here, line it up the way it should go. And then I'm gonna put down, find it here, the new hard gasket seal. Nope. Okay. And then one of the plates. I'm going to put the reed in the plate here like so. And the next plate that I put on here, I want to make sure that this one, when I put it down, lines up or has the other reed inside of it. So what I can do is either try to, once I get it off the floor here, just kind of set it here. And then put this plate down on top of it. Put this gasket seal on here like so. And then kind of hold it all together and move over to the top head here and line up those bolts. And we can start at least getting a few of these tightened in here. All right, now that you got it all tightened down, we can go ahead and fire it up and actually see if it's going to build up pressure. Alright, see the pressurizer real nice. If you wanted to, you could probably let it sit out here for a little while, maybe an hour, with nothing connected to it. See if it still held pressure, or if any was going to be leaking on it. But so far, everything seems to be holding up nicely. I think we did a good job. I'm going to hook my air hose up to it though, and go ahead and blow out these fins over here and kind of clean out that motor while we got it. So I'm just going to plug it up and go ahead and blow out this impeller over here. It's got a little dust and dirt on it. And I wouldn't get my hand too close here, but because it could fire up once it starts to lose pressure. So so there you have it. This is replacing the gasket, or the upper gasket kit on the Craftsman 5-gallon. Alright, so now we're just going to put the shroud back on here. Just going to slide it in. Just wire out of the way here. Just like so. You're going to have your 3. You can use a Phillips head. And there you have it. Okay, that's about it. Now that we got the shroud on, everything should be good to go. No problems. Compressor might be good as new. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This is replacing the gasket kit, or gaskets, on the upper head assembly, or I don't know what they might call this area, on the Craftsman 5-gallon compressor. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day.